Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and guys, we have a bunch of signings that we saw yesterday. Zdeno Chara, at the end of the day, is no longer a Boston Bruin. He is heading down to DC to play with the Washington Capitals. We're going to be taking a look at that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And yes, Derick Brassard signed with the Coyotes and Vince Dunn signed an extension with the Blues. But Zdeno Chara is officially a Washington Capital. Wow. So, we have some pretty crazy, shocking news. As obviously Zdeno Chara has moved on from the Boston Bruins, we're going to be taking a look at Derick Brassard signing a one-year deal with the Yotes, and Vince Dunn signing a one-year extension with the St. Louis Blues. So let's kick this video off. Let's take a look at Vince Dunn signing a one-year extension with the St. Louis Blues. Vince Dunn is a pretty solid defenseman. He's been a good defenseman for this Blues team in his NHL career already. Vince Dunn has put up 82 points in his over 200 games in the NHL. He signed a one-year, $1.875 million contract. This is a bridge deal. He'll hopefully get more money next year. The St. Louis Blues salary cap situation is definitely a little bit interesting. Obviously, they could not keep Alex Pietrangelo on the roster, as well as other guys over the years. Things will lighten up a little bit when Alexander Steen and Vladimir Tarasenko's money comes off the books. But still, the Blues are in cap trouble. So it's good that they were able to get back Vince Dunn, get him on an extension. But at the end of the day, it's a one-year deal. We're going to be back here next year talking about the same issue with the St. Louis Blues. Live another day, though, for Doug Armstrong and the St. Louis Blues. Moving on to the Arizona Coyotes, making a little bit of noise this offseason, and probably the best move that we've seen the Coyotes make since the new ownership and management there in Arizona. One of the only moves they've made. And this is a good pickup for the Arizona Coyotes. The Arizona Coyotes pick up 33-year-old center Derick Brassard. They signed Derick Brassard to a one-year, $1 million contract. In his over 800 games in the NHL, he has 483 points in his NHL career. Derick Brassard has spent time with the Columbus Blue Jackets, the New York Rangers, the Ottawa Senators, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Florida Panthers, the Colorado Avalanche, and most recently, the New York Islanders, where he really had a resurgent season. He put up 32 points last season in 66 games with the New York Islanders. A really impressive season for Derick Brassard. Will he have that same success with the Yotes? Maybe, maybe not. But if you look at the Coyotes lineup, he fits in quite well. He's probably going to be a middle six player, kind of like he was with the New York Islanders. Now, they have him listed here on Daily Faceoff as the second-line center, playing alongside Phil Kessel and Clayton Keller. That is definitely an upgrade compared to the Leo Komarov, Michael Dal-Cole line that Derick Brassard was with the New York Islanders last season on the third and fourth line. So very exciting news for Derick Brassard. He's going to get a new opportunity out in the desert. They've got a good coaching staff out there in Arizona. Guys like Phil Housley, obviously a great head coach, and Rick Tocchet. Derick Brassard hopefully will continue the success from last year with the New York Islanders. Moving on to the big news yesterday in the hockey world, as former Boston Bruins captain, the face of the Boston Bruins, the face of the franchise, was the first Bruin to lift the cup back in 2011 when the Bruins won the Stanley Cup. Slovakian Zdeno Chara. Zdeno Chara has signed a one-year, league minimum $795,000 contract with the Washington Capitals on a one-year deal. Zdeno Chara has over 600 points in his over 1,500 games in the NHL. He's still plugging along, and at now 43 years old, Zdeno Chara will be playing in his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. he will be playing his 23rd season in the NHL. All of that time being split with the New York Islanders, the Ottawa Senators, and at least a decade with the Boston Bruins. So congratulations on Zdeno Chara. He will be coming back to the NHL. And the 6'9", 250-pound Slovakian defenseman will be a big part of the Capitals' blue line. He's going to fit in quite well. He's a shutdown, penalty-killing defenseman. And the Washington Capitals, if you look at their blue line, they have one of the best blue lines in the NHL. You have Brendan Dillon and John Carlson as your top pair. Dmitry Orlov and newly acquired Pittsburgh Penguin Justin Schultz from free agency. Nick Jensen and Zdeno Chara as your third pair. The Washington Capitals have built up a pretty solid blue line. And it's an aging blue line as Dillon is in his 30s. Orlov and Schultz, they're both in their 30s. Nick Jensen in his mid-20s. And Zdeno Chara at 43. This is a very veteran-led leadership here in Washington. Not to mention John Carlson, one of the better defensemen in the NHL, has been up for the Norris Trophy the past couple of seasons. The Washington Capitals have built up a real contender. And even without Henrik Lundqvist next season, they found a way to get another veteran in the roster, and that is Zdeno Chara. Now, the crazier news is that we heard that Zdeno Chara had considered going up to Montreal to play with Le Canadien de Montreal. Now, the only issue with that is he would have been further away from his family in Boston, which obviously with the Canada-United States border being so difficult the way it is right now, he wanted to stay in the States. He decides to go down to Washington, and he's going to play in that North Division where, yes, believe it or not, the Boston Bruins reign. So they will be playing the Boston Bruins 8 times this season, and he will likely be going up to Boston at least 4 times this year, pending they meet each other in the playoffs, potentially even more than that. So, crazy news out of Washington. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of Zdeno Chara leaving Beantown and heading down to DC to join Alexander Ovechkin, Nick Backstrom, John Carlson, and the Washington Capitals? And what do you guys think of the other signings? We see Vince Dunn re-sign with the Blues. And what do you think of Derick Brassard heading down to Arizona? I think these are all great fits. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, we want to see the latest news around the NHL as training camp is right around the corner, guys. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching. And yes, Zdeno Chara is officially a Washington Capital.